Today we're out here on the lake and we're fishing a little bit of a post-spawn pattern. There's still some fish that hasn't spawned, there's fish that has spawned. We're in like a transition area that's in 7 to 8 foot of water at the end of Oak Creek, and they kind of go up on the flats there to spawn, and the ones that have spawned pull back to this area and hold. Today we're using 14-foot Slab Cities with 1/4 ounce slasher jig heads and mermaids and bluegrass, lime green chartreuse, and pepper dew. We're just pushing up in these stake beds, 0.2, 0.3, and kind of letting them soak for a second. And the fish that bite usually bite pretty quick, and we're just moving on to the next stake bed or stump, whatever's next on their waypoints. Here he comes. I'm telling you, it's changing the world.
Wow.
Here comes another one. Got him. We pulled up on this stump here and there was 2 fish we seen sitting on top of it, and I used my baits. You can see that there. That's one of my baits right there that's still over the stump. Here comes a fish at it right now. He went back down. Probably spooking him moving around, but we just pulled up to it, eased our baits right into that stump, and you could see them come up, hit your bait pretty easy. Yeah, I'm just trying to ease across it slow, because a lot of these are males, I feel like like a stump like that comes up to where it's only 5 foot to the top, to the surface. It could be a male there, which I figure that's what that is, guarding a nest, where a female spawned on top of that stump. Caught that fish on a 1/4 ounce slasher with bluegrass. We've seen a couple fish come up and look at some other colors. So I put this pole out front where I could see that the fish were looking at it. Looked like to me like bluegrass, a little better than the lime green chartreuse. You just kind of let the fish tell you what they want. This set we're fishing here, it's got several stumps and stake beds, and we kind of come down the shallow side of it, and the fish, we wasn't seeing enough fish really to what I was comfortable with trying to catch. So now we've moved over to the creek side of it, and we're going to try down the deeper side and see if we can pick up a fish or two. Blackfish. Bluegrass with the pink 1/4 ounce slasher. Good. We just pulled up to a new stake bed, and I seen 2 or 3 fish on the top of it. I reeled my one pole up to the top of it, and as we was backing back off of it, this fish here nailed it. I caught him on the 1/4 ounce pepper dew mermaid with a pink head.
How big will that fish go?
Probably 1.5 pounds. Looks like to me it's pretty well laid most of its eggs. Probably 1.75 pounds if it was full of eggs still, but she's done her job. Most time we fish 8 rods, but was at Wren and you can only fish 3 per person, so I took 2 rod holders off. And a lot of people don't fish 1/4 ounce heads like that. They'll put a weight above it and then put like a 1/16 ounce head. And that really, the weight kills your bite, you know, and your action really. I mean, you get pretty good action, you get slow fall, but you know, you've got a 3/4 ounce weight 2 foot above it, so it just kills your bite. I like fishing, if I can, if the weather will let me, you know, the wind and everything, I like fishing just a single jig head. In real shallow water, 1 or 2 foot deep, we'll fish even like a 1/16, just a single 1/16 like this. You just have to be slow. It's more of a finesse fishing than just power trolling up on them. Bluegrass again. Just put up on a stake bed here. I can see a fish sitting up way high on it, probably like 3 foot deep. So instead of going there and spooking him, I'm trying to cast to him. You see my jig falling right there above him. I seen that fish up high there. Like I suspected, there's a high limb, and you can see it's a male. He was up there just guarding his nest, and I know if I trolled in there on him, I probably wasn't going to catch him because he would spook because he was up so high in the water column. But took a 32nd ounce jig head and a baby fry, midnight chartreuse, cast it in there, picked him off before I went in there with my poles. More efficient, catch more fish off of a spot. Till he's been fanning, licked the bottom of his tail.
Yeah, how do you know it's a male?
How do I know it's a male? Yeah. By the dark colors on him. When they get the tuxedo, I call it tuxedo look, where they get it more black, their hormones turn their pigment black. The white fish, a lot of people mistake the white crappie for a black crappie if it's a male because it'll have the black specks on it too. And see, there's the female that was with that male.
I mean, you know what I mean? Like,